You're watching MeTV Plus. You've watched MeTV.
Oh, come on, we gotta have more than that.
You want more MeTV?
Doesn't add up.
It does when it's MeTV Plus.
It all adds up, doesn't it?
Stay tuned to get $100 in free cookware, this extra deep square pan set, and this 6-piece knife set, absolutely free. Your cookware is worn and scratched, ready for the trash, but a new set can cost $500 or even $600. Introducing Gotham Steel Cream, brand new ultra-modern cookware direct from the factory at our best price ever. Every piece of this gorgeous set is ultra non-stick. Everything slips and slides in this pan.
Woo! Look at those eggs just dancing around in the pan. I don't just want this pan, I want the entire set.
I love how modern and elegant they look. They would be perfect in my kitchen.
It's 2 times more non-stick than other pans. Even the sticky melted candy pops out with ease. It's engineered with extremely strong titanium and tri-coated with ultra non-stick ceramic, so you can cook healthier without any oil and butter. And they're oven safe up to 500 degrees.
My wife, she would go crazy for these pans.
If you saw the cookware that I was working with at home, you would know that I need this. I mean, I would leave them out on my counter. I feel like they're kind of a showpiece. This is gorgeous.
Similar high-end sets can sell for more than $600. But call or go online now to own the Gotham Steel Cream 10-piece set, factory direct, for just 5 payments of $49.99. Plus, order today and we'll drop 1 payment, so it's just 4 payments of $49.99. You'll also get the free extra-large square pan set. It's the perfect blend of style and functionality. Plus, the large square shape fits an entire family meal. Also get this free knife set. Slice, dice, and chop with precision using our premium coated stainless steel blades. Together, they're a $100 value, yours free. Get this huge 20-piece set with free knives and free square pans, all with free shipping. Order now.
Call 1-800-864-9861 or go to GothamCreamSet.com. So call 1-800-864-9861 or order online at GothamCreamSet.com.
I thought he was deformed. His face was
so weird, but then I saw he had a stocking or something wound around his head.
Stocking? What kind?
Dark. I guess a black nylon stocking, but I don't know. He blindfolded me. I couldn't see. I thought he was going to kill me.
Did he say anything to you?
He just said, "You need me." He said it several times.
You're asking him if he heard something? Mr. Night Owl over here. You could drive a subway train through the hall. He wouldn't turn over.
You were asleep. So how do you know I was? As a matter of fact, I was up. And I heard glass breaking in that girl's apartment, and then some kind of a noise. But I didn't pay much attention.
You didn't go outside to see what was happening?
With a guy like this running around, I don't want to know what's happening.
I didn't scream. I couldn't. I heard something fall down. I hoped that somebody would hear and somebody would come.
How did all this happen?
He tied me up in the chair. I heard him going through the room, ripping things. He kept saying, the money, where is it?"
I don't remember hearing anything funny. Do you?
No, I was watching this movie. Why don't you ask some of the other people on the floor?
Thanks for the tip.
I couldn't believe he was gone. I couldn't believe it.
It's all over now, Miss Hendricks. You get some rest. We'll speak to you tomorrow. It's the same guy, all right. Same MO right down to the last detail. The voice, the mask, the blindfold.
Any description other than that?
No. Any witnesses?
Witnesses? Doors are closed in that neighborhood, and they stay closed no matter what goes on outside.
Huh? People are afraid to come out. You know how they are. They stay in their apartments till it's all over. They won't give us any help, but they scream bloody murder. We're not doing their job. That's something we have to live with. We know that. You got anything else?
That's the 6th woman attacked in that neighborhood in the last 2 months. The living room torn apart, attacker mumbling about money.
You know, he always talks about money, but he never takes a nickel off any of his victims. They offer him money, jewelry. He always leaves empty-handed.
Guy's a psycho.
Well, if he is, he's not crazy enough to get caught. He cases his victims pretty carefully. They all live alone. And that's about all we got. That and a stocking mask.
And the gentlemen of the press. Don't forget them.
The perpetrator wore a cardboard Halloween mask. District Commander, Inspector Silver, has assigned 50 detectives to work under me on this case. That's about all the information we have at the moment. Now, gentlemen, if you'll excuse me, I'll get back to work. Oh, one more thing. Please don't use the phones in the squad room.
All right, you stay there. There'll be 2 detectives there in a couple of minutes. Of course, I believe you. Just stay where you are. That's right. That's the 18th confession so far.
The 19th. A guy who lives in the neighborhood. We were thinking of going over there and checking him out.
You were thinking. Well, don't think, just go. We got to run down every one of these calls.
Lieutenant.
Sorry, my friend. Press conference is over.
Not for me, Lieutenant. I got to file a big story on this case, and so far, all I got is the same old thing. 50 detectives fanned out in the Ashworth Avenue area last night, looking for a suspect.
Terrific. You ought to get a Pulitzer Prize for that.
Oh, come on, Lieutenant. That's the oldest cover story in the book. I could write it in my sleep.
Write it in your sleep? Must be great to be that talented.
Now, look, I know that you guys never give the full story to the press. I'm not asking you to blow your case wide open. Just tell me what you left out. Tell me about some of those crank confessions you've been getting.
Like I said, we're checking on it.
You want to tell us what you did to these women?
I'll tell you how I did it. If you want to know, I'll tell you everything. But please, take me out of here. I can feel the hate coming up out of the streets at me. Maybe if I'm punished, maybe if I suffer for it, maybe then I can be forgiven.
All right, Mr. Brown, tell us what you did after you attacked this woman. What I did? I went to the movies. Did you take anything out of the woman's apartment?
She had some loose change on her dresser. I scooped it up before I left.
It's not him. It couldn't be.
I told the doctors about
My thoughts, how they keep coming on me. But they let me out. Now I keep thinking about those women. That's how I know I done it.
Cheech, in the last year, you confessed to every sex crime in this precinct. Now, you can't be everywhere at once.
Oh, I did it, Lieutenant. You know I don't lie.
Cheech, let me hear you say these words. Where's the money? Where's the money?
Listen, I'm guilty. I know I am. Please, please, please?
He's a horror, but he's not the one.
All right, Mr. Mackler, repeat this phrase after me.
You need me.
Need me.
Now say this. The money. The money. Where is the money?
Where is the money? I can't say it. Why are you making me do these things? I told you I did it. What do you have to know?
Did you say all those things to the women you attacked?
Yes, I said them.
Why'd you wear the Halloween mask? What was the point of that?
I had to disguise myself, didn't I? Didn't I?
No. There was something in that last man's voice, maybe, but I can't be sure.
A lot of people are drawn to cases by the publicity. They confess to crimes they didn't commit just to get their names in the paper. As far as these three men are concerned, well, their confessions are worthless unless we have someone who can make a positive identification. We'll just have to let them go.
I'm sorry.
Fred? I smell wood burning. This must be the think tank. Mike, in a few minutes, whenever you're ready, huh? Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Who's that?
That's our assemblyman, Fred Paterna. Excuse me while I give him the fastest 3 minutes of his life.
Listen, Mike, you gotta help me out of this. Listen, everybody in my district knows at least one of those women who was attacked. My phone hasn't stopped ringing for days. They're really on my back. And now with this guy, this Marty Raker, this reporter running around stirring up everybody in the neighborhood.
Sounds like the guy I threw out of here this morning.
Oh, sure. Sure, you can throw him out. You're a civil servant. You don't have to worry about your job, but I gotta answer to people.
You want me to make an optimistic statement to the press, don't you? Well, it's no good, Fred. But I'm really gonna help. I'm gonna try and get this guy. That is, if you'll get out of here and let me get back to work on it.
Yeah. You're brushing me off, too.
I read where they're calling a guy a psycho. A psycho? You know what it means when they start that? That means when they get him. If they ever do. They send us to a nut house and he mows the lawn for 5 years. What are you talking about? I'm talking about what I would do if I could get my hands on this guy. Couldn't get off so easy. He'd get what was coming to, believe me.
And Braun was in the tombs the night of the first two attacks, so that kind of lets him out.
Cheech? Bellevue, outpatients clinic. He could have gotten out on the nights of the attacks.
He could have, but he probably didn't. What about Mariclare?
We haven't checked his whereabouts yet, but he looks like another nutcase. Section 8, medical discharge out of the Army. He was assigned to a VA hospital for psychiatric treatment, but refused to go after the third visit. Got into trouble when he was 15, petty thievery. Nothing violent.
So what do we got? A psycho who was already in jail, a simpleton, a juvenile delinquent. You know what it all adds up to? One big fat zero.
Is your shower trying to tell you something? Is getting in and out of the bathtub becoming a safety concern? Are you worried about the cost of a bathroom remodel that could go on for weeks and weeks? Well, now you can have a gorgeous new bath or shower with a one-day jacuzzi bath remodel that's safer at a price you can afford.
It's incredible that they were able to do this in one day. Oh my gosh. It is beautiful. Oh.
You have to see it. It was amazing how they fixed that bathroom in a day. You know what I like also? It's easy to clean.
Jacuzzi has been making water feel great for more than 70 years, so you know it's a brand you can trust, and their products come with a lifetime warranty for a style you'll love for years to come.
I've had a great experience from start to finish. I wish I would have done this 5 years ago.
There has never been a better time to buy. We're waiving all installation costs and postponing all payments for up to 1 year. There are so many designs to choose from, including my Christina Preferred collection. Plus, we offer free, personalized, in-home design services to build the bath you've always wanted, right in your own space. And let's talk about accessories. From soft close shower doors and adjustable shower heads to features like grab bars and custom seats that combine safety and style to keep you feeling comfortable and independent for years to come. Plus, cleanup's a breeze with no grimy grout and no scrubbing. It just rinses clean. It's never been easier. Get your free design consultation, schedule your one-day installation, and start loving your new bath or shower right away.
Call now and get zero installation cost, zero money down, zero payments with no interest for up to a year. Go to jacuzzibathremodel.com or call 800-709-5628. That's 800-709-5628. Call now.
Hey, yo. The cops have been going around asking questions about you.
About me?
Yeah, you.
I was working last night, but my wife told me two of them were around here asking questions about what you did. Stuff like that.
Hey, what's that all about, Owen?
Nothing. It's not about anything.
It better not be.
I'm with you, Eddie. I want to get this guy myself. Wait a minute. I know what it is, stupid. I got in trouble when I was a kid. The cops are checking everybody with a record, so they're checking me. That's how they work.
That better be the reason, Owen.
It is.
I don't understand why these guys confess in the first place.
They all think they did it, John. You give them a lie detector test and you'll see. They're convinced that they're guilty. That's why we got to check every one of their stories, because, well, maybe one of them did do it. What do you say we get back on it, huh? Oh, I just want to say that you fellas are doing a good job on this one. And that's the closest you're ever going to get to a compliment from me.
That's pretty close, Lieutenant. You almost made it.
Maybe next time. Well, don't hold your breath. Twice in one day. Like around here so much, why don't you join the force?
Now, look, don't get cute with me, Mike. Listen, you gotta help me out. It's gotten a lot worse since this last attack. People stopping me on the street this morning, saying I'm not getting enough police protection for them. They're letting the neighborhood run downhill.
Well, that's not my job to worry about.
Your job is to catch this guy, and he's still running around loose.
I told him.
I know you told him. I heard you.
But, they wouldn't believe me. They never listen to me over there.
That's because you didn't tell them the whole story.
I didn't? No, I didn't tell him the whole story.
You didn't tell them how you put that black stocking over your head.
The stocking?
And how you blindfolded those women so they wouldn't see you.
I didn't want them to see me.
And how you searched the apartments for money, because they always have money hidden somewhere, these women.
No, I didn't tell them that. Well, it wouldn't have done no good if I did. They never believe me.
They'll believe you this time.
This is an election year. This issue alone could drive me out of politics for life. Sometimes I think that attacker is working for the opposition.
No, Fred. He's an independent. Believe me.
Cheech, what are you doing here? You forget your mittens?
I did it. I hurt those ladies. Now I know I did it. I'm ashamed. I keep getting these thoughts.
Hey, Cheech. Come on now. If everybody was arrested for their thoughts, the world would be one big prison.
I know that. I know that since I was a little kid. Man is the only simple animal. We're all guilty.
Come on, you sit down. Sit down here. You don't have to be ashamed of it. You didn't do anything.
I blindfolded those ladies. I put the stocking over my head. I went to those ladies' apartments. I blindfolded them.
You did what?
I went to their apartments. I looked for the money. There's always money there.
Cheech.
I talked quiet to them. I didn't want them to be as scared.
Better call it a time.
Okay, Cheech, tell it to us again. Tell us about the stocking.
I put the stocking on
Then I went and hid in the apartments.
How did you get up to the apartment?
I took the elevator. It was late. Nobody saw me.
Phone call, Detective Ward.
Thanks, Bob.
Detective Ward.
What?
Fred Paterno. I hear you got him.
We got a man who filled in some missing details, and that's all we've got.
Well, that's enough of me. See, you guys did a really good job on this one. I wanted to congratulate you.
Listen, I won't take up any more of your time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
City desk? Let me speak to Mariclare.
Police would not disclose the name of the suspect.
That bummy ought to get the chair. You ought to be left alone in a room with the husbands and brothers and fathers of those women.
You know what he'll get, don't you? A couple of years in jail. That enough? Nothing.
We would murder that guy.
If I could just get my hands on him!
You want to get him, Eddie? You can still get him.
Just one more time. You followed him home. You put the Halloween mask on. And you rang the bells.
I followed them home. I put the mask on. I rang the bells.
Took the money. And you hid it in your apartment.
I took the money. I hid it in your apartment.
He'll say anything we tell him to at this point.
All right, all right. So I stole the march from you and I called the papers before you could. I had to get out from under this mess. Since you already had the guy, I didn't see the harm.
Who says we got him? We got a confused, harmless little man. We went over his confession and all he kept doing was contradicting himself. Now, no court in the country would accept that confession.
He's the best suspect you got, isn't he?
Don't you ever listen to anyone besides yourself? He's not suspect, not yet. Not until we get more evidence.
It's so quiet in my room in the hospital. I can put the radio on if I want to. Soft music. I don't have to think so much, you know?
We're gonna take you back there right now. You'll see. Everything will be quiet again.
The ambulance will be in about 15 minutes.
I do a little painting up there for the doctors. They, let me come right into their offices. Yeah, I see women up there, but I don't get those bad thoughts.
Are those reporters still down front?
Yeah, what do you think?
Come on, Cheech.
Move back, will you? Come on, back. Let's give the group break. Yeah, just one man, right?
He's got a gun.
$37,000. That's how much she said she had. Said she was an old lady, needed somebody to keep her company. 4 years. I was with her. I was real good to her. You could ask anybody. 4 years. And all those women looking at me, tempting me. After she died, I tore the house apart. There was no money. After that, I felt myself going crazy, just like I had in the Army. I couldn't stop. I didn't want to.
Why'd you confess if you didn't want to be caught?
I just wanted it to be over. I knew I'd never stop until somebody got me. When I came in here and saw all those cells, I realized I was going to be in one of them for a long time. I lied, acted nutty. I figured you guys would think I was a psycho and leave me alone. didn't want to go to jail. You can understand that, can't you?
Look, I owe you an apology.
Apologies come too easy to you, Fred. I know. You'll walk around with a guilty conscience for a couple of days, and you'll forget all about it. Hold on a sec. Going all right?
Just some loose ends.
I got Paterno on the phone for a change. Yeah, Fred. He took little keepsakes out of each place. We found him in his apartment with a pile of newspaper clippings about the attacks. We're getting a statement from him now. He's sick enough to commit these crimes, but smart enough to try and implicate somebody else.
All right, look, I don't want a case history. I'm just glad that it's over.
Oh, sure, it's all over now. We can close down the precinct and open up a discotheque.
Don't be so touchy. I didn't mean it that way.
Oh, I'm not touchy, Fred. I got a civil service job, remember? What have I got to be touchy about? Take it easy. I'll see you around. Well, now he's happy. Till the next time.
And what do you want to bet he takes credit for it, too? Don't forget, Raker owes him a favor for that tip. Can't you see it? Crusading assemblyman stirs police into action.
Hey, that's pretty good. Now let me hear you say, stop the presses, tear out page 1.
No, really, Lieutenant, that really burns me up. I mean, people come along and look over your shoulder like you're playing gin rummy. Then when you do your job in spite of them, they go around saying, yeah, they did it because they knew I had my eye on them. The present company excluded, naturally.
Oh, naturally.
Tonight, it's 2 hours of Hunter, plus 2 hours of Hardcastle and McCormick, plus 2 hours of Route 66. Memorable entertainment is always right here on MeTV Plus.
Who cares what they say? Size does matter. And we prove it every day at Shop LC with our exquisite selection of lab-grown diamonds. Because when size matters, so does value. Go to shoplc.com and go bigger.
Messes happen every day in every way, but who wants to drag out that bulky vacuum? Hey folks, Joe Fowler here with my favorite cleaning partner, the Duck. A super compact vacuum. Just duck it up. The compact design can reach the tightest places. It's smaller than a water bottle. Oh, but look at this. It even fits inside my pocket. So store it in any drawer where it's always at your fingertips. Plus, it dumps out with ease, so it's ready to clean again.
I used to have to drag out this huge thing they call a portable vacuum cleaner. Now I keep the Duck in my kitchen drawer and I clean up messes in 2 seconds.
The turbocharged motor is engineered to create a powerful vortex of suction, while the HEPA filter helps remove dust and allergens. Let's prove the power of the Duck. I attach it to the hose. It's gonna pull water right up through the tube. Clean up that mess in the kitchen, the spill on the sofa, even the sawdust and screws in the workshop. Plus, it's rechargeable. Got messy pets? Duck powerfully picks up pet hair from anywhere. You can even store it in your glove box for the ultimate car vac. Clean seats, the floor, and deep into those hard-to-reach places. I promise the Duck will change the way you clean.
Get the Horsepower Duck handbag for just $39.99. Order right now and we'll upgrade you to the Duck Pro package. A $30 value, yours free. You get the bendable tube to get under appliances, the crevice nozzle to reach into those quacks and crevices, and the brush nozzle to vacuum with no scratches. You'll get the Duck with all the deluxe attachments, but supplies are limited, so there's a strict limit of 3 per order. This may be your last chance to get yours at this low, low price. So don't delay. Duck it up today.
Call 1-800-918-8871 or visit duckback.com. So call 1-800-918-8871 or visit duckback.com. Order now.
Making your own diamonds again?
What does it look like, Amy?
You know Shop LC is the lab-grown diamond expert, right? They have a huge selection with brilliance you can trust.
So affordable and gorgeous, too.
Get brilliant quality at unbelievable prices only at Shop LC.
You're watching MeTV Plus.
Let me tell you something about Sam Beckman.
Sam Beckman was once suspended for brutalizing a pimp.
I'm doing my job.
One of my jobs is to provide hostesses.
You mean prostitutes?
They get one look at her, and they're only gonna think of one thing.
If there was any way that I could trade places with you, I'd do it, baby.
I wanted her to die, Charlie.
You work with someone for a long time, you think you know all about their lives.
Whoever is